Now what you in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Oh, you running out of time, huh? But time ain't even real. You really don't know what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. It's all an illusion. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. It's all an illusion. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. It's all an illusion. Now what you in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Oh, you running out of time, huh? But time ain't even real. You really don't know what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change.
I will be with you all in one moment. I thank you all for tuning in. Much respect to everybody here. We have a few things we are going to talk about today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had to get myself some really, really good rest. My body's been thrown off whack lately. Not just food we eat, and I'll come up with you guys in a second. Not just the foods we eat are very important. Rest is essential for the body. Very much so essential. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna just go here. You stick around, cool. You move in and out the show, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'm gonna just let this play right here. Because I just need 2 minutes, y'all. That's all. So whatever you doing is whatever you doing. I could care less. All right, so let's go. Let me see something here. Let me go with this one.
Perfect relationship. I just need someone who is scared to lose me, respects my efforts, and is proud to have me. It's not about grand gestures or flawless moments. It's about the small things, the everyday reassurance that I'm valued and cherished. I need someone who sees my worth, someone who understands that love is built on mutual respect and appreciation, where both of us feel seen and secure. I want to be with someone who values the little things I do, who notices the care and attention I pour into our relationship. It's not about being perfect, but about being present, showing up for each other even when things aren't easy. I need a partner who stands by my side, who recognizes that love isn't just about romance, but also about being each other's safe haven, especially in times of uncertainty. At the end of the day, I want someone who truly needs me, not just for the good times, but for all the moments in between. Someone who is proud to say, that's my person, and who never takes me for granted, because that's all I really need. Just someone who's willing to hold on to us no matter what. I don't need a perfect relationship.
Goodness gracious, talk about time, man. Talk about time, man. I had to take a quick step and just do something. Okay, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this. Where's my percentage at? Hope you all are doing good. Let's go with this right here. Okay, now. All right. Oh, boy. Okay, everybody. Okay. Just having myself a bit. I didn't realize yet. I don't know what this holiday is. Probably don't care. What is this? Valentine's Day weekend? Like, is this like for everybody that just might have had a hangover? You know what I'm saying, for the weekend? Let me go ahead, hit my ensemble. I mean, ambiance. Ambiance. Hold on, y'all. Just trying to get myself all good here. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay, now. So this is where we at with stuff. We got to get to it. Let's talk about it. All right, now. Cool beans. Let's see what we got going on. All right, y'all. So this is what I have right here, right? So I appreciate everybody for stopping by, for tuning in. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to some videos, man. Let's go ahead and get to some nice good videos. Let me get set up here. I am set up here, but let me just one more again for the win, Okay, so let me see. Just so I can hear. God damn. I can't even freaking. Okay, I'm ready. I'm actually ready. All right, y'all. So on my list today, what I got right now. Now, y'all just give me, hold on. Oh, yeah, I do. I have to go to my, shoot. Never prepared. But not never, but I don't know. I don't be too pressed to all rush into everything. I just don't. I really don't. Yeah. All right, let's talk about it. All right, so I want to tap in on this first one, right? So, and hold on, let me just go ahead and set this next one up. Boom, there we go. Okay, we in there for the morning. We in there. All right, so hit this. Now, when it comes to, I know everybody remembers this whole thing with the weight, right? Like Lizzo, the whole 9 and all of that, right? Was everything that she spoke about, in your personal view, was what she spoke about, was that real? Was it, was it something that was actually real? Like the feeling about it, we absolutely love ourselves this way. Let's see what people think right here. Let's see what we got. All right. So let's just listen to. Let's just see what we got. All right, here we go. So I don't know, but it's pretty wild to me. But Let's go ahead and listen. The time right now is 10:33 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. I appreciate you all for watching. Let's go ahead and get to the video. All right. Thank you.
Saw that.
She was too fat girl in power. And she was too sassy to be a big fat. She ain't a big fat like her supposed to be sweet. Like Muddy and them. Baking some other well, sit on somewhere shaking how that big.
For the record, please, let's keep this in mind. Let's keep this in mind. It's Charleston saying this, okay? But y'all know how it is. It's freedom of speech on this side of town, right? Just not too freedom. Can't get shut down now.
Be shaking. I ain't never liked that big old fat proud mother.
But was she too proud?
That fat ain't proud, they lying. And they ain't fat boy in the world proud to be big. You mean they lying?
Now, see, I told you guys, I'm always going to have those questions, right? I'm always going to have those questions. I am fully aware, right? I'm fully aware that being a certain weight, being too big is not healthy. Fully aware. My question is this: will we really say that there are women who don't like to be big if we know that there are some men who don't want to touch that woman if she's not over a certain weight? So if we know that there are men, there are men who love big girls. Oh, they can't get enough of that chunky monkey. That's right. They love that chunky monkey. So considering there are men, now also what I was told is this. I was told that most men who like big women, now this is just from old, I guess, study. You tell me how much you really think of the study and how much of it you believe to be true, right? So they were saying how a lot of us, especially in the Black communities, we're really attracted to big women because it reminds us of the women in our family. So basically, a dude that's attracted to big women is essentially a man who grew up in an unhealthy household, is what people try to say. I don't really go for no skinny minis now. I mean, I like a little something on there. Ain't nothing wrong with some love handles now. We always appreciate that. But now, real talk, that's what makes me wonder. So you're telling me that it's dudes that real deal love that but the woman who is that, they really on the low don't like that? Let's keep on listening. Yeah, that's again, we're going to hit the different angles of all of these things, you know?
A bitch line. That's just some she done came up with to sing along to. Flashback.
The discourse around bodies is officially tired. The discourse around bodies is tired. I have seen comments go from, oh my gosh, I liked you when you were thick, why'd you lose weight? To, oh my gosh, why'd you get a BBL? I liked your body before. To, oh my gosh, you're so big. Ooh, you need to lose weight, but for your health. To, oh my gosh, you're so little. You need to get ass or titties or something. To, oh my gosh, why did she get all that work?
Now, all I'm going to say is this, right? You notice all those different comments are all from different type of people. And the fact is this: when you live your life trying to make sure that you appease the masses, right? When you live your life trying to acquiesce to what everybody else wants you to do, that's how you can wound up like that. I mean, I'm saying in that moment of just like, this person said this and that, it's like you have to listen. Like, I know big shit is talked about me. I know that for a fact. Big shit is talked about me. You think I'm gonna sit around keep letting that bother me? Just let them people talk, man. Let them say what they say about you. I mean, don't let them, but I can't stop them from saying it. But you know what I can't stop? I can't stop whatever they say about me. I can stop what maybe people would believe about it based on my actions. Me conducting myself a certain way will kill any and everything that folks have to say about me. So I'm not going to be more concerned about if people talk about me or not. I know people talk about me. I know that. But don't ever let that type of stuff like really move your mental, your mind state, your headspace. Don't let that destroy that. Always keep your peace. Let's keep going. That's why all that listening to outside internet stuff, that's why all of that I can't get with Too Tough.
It's just too much work. Are we okay? Do you see the delusion? Do we realize that artists are not here to fit into your beauty standards? Artists are here to make art. And this body is art. And I'm gonna do whatever I want with this body.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
Let me just tell you this though. But wait a second now. I'm just saying.
The back shot look alright.
The
back shot look alright.
No, seriously. It's got
I heard it's jumping chicken in her tampon.
It ain't that bad from the back.
It sells out. So
y'all say it ain't that bad from the back. You talk about that. When she take that shirt off, that back gonna be right on top of her ass. And your erection is not gonna last, especially when she look back and her head and chin be right there. Hey, look forward. That's how my auntie look.
How do you know?
My auntie used to mop the floor in her drawers. And all us be crying. She be like, what's wrong with y'all? Bitch, put on the house though.
She had a summer dress on. No.
All them summer dresses stink.
Again, just like how he's describing, right? If you peep, he's basically describing, what it was he remembers seeing growing up. So even though, we're not at that stage, we're like, yuck. I don't know, maybe sometimes with us, I'm just trying to think of how it possibly could work out. Sometimes there can be that, like, I don't know, like comfort food, like, that meal that, ain't really good at health, but it reminds you of just like how mama or whoever used to make it, dad or whoever, right? But it ain't really, you get to looking at the health factors on you like, man, we was eating this. But, you might find yourself having a bite or two of it at times, just for that reason. Or some people stay totally away from it. But I'm just saying the comfort of it is what I speak of. And I do recognize that. Let's keep going.
Thankful.
Stop.
That's what TD Jakes be having on that puppy out.
And then we're going to get into a subject. I got one after this. You guys know how I do. I always have a little pre-topic, get to the main topic. Let's do it.
Stupid. You're dumb.
Hey, what do y'all think about that? When you talk about, have you ever been swallowed?
Have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallow?
That was terrible.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Oh! Ew! What in the hell? Have you ever been swallowed?
It's a picture of TD Jakes like that.
They remixed that swallow. Yeah. Jakes used to be like, my ass.
So just in case you just tuning in, trying to figure out the whole Lizzo, the whole big girl movement, was that a scam? Was it a lie? Or do they really feel that way? And the question that I proposed is, if people say that she really did not love herself that way, then why are there men who in real life love big girls? So that's the part that fascinates me. So I know dudes that will not touch you unless you weigh a certain amount. But they're saying that her being that size, she never was happy. So apparently we could be happy with you being unhealthy, but you're not capable of being happy with yourself unhealthy. I'm not saying she is or not. I'm proposing the question. This is that different angle to get us all to just think. It's not what I think. I don't think either direction. I want to propose the thought for you to go through.
It's hollowed. It's been hollowed.
Much later.
And I am happy. I did it. Today I stepped on this.
Today we are setting up this chicken.
Release goal. Told y'all I was gonna bump like this. Y'all didn't know that I could bump like this. Let this
be a reminder that you can do anything you set your mind to. Now, I guess it's time to set new goals.
Bye, bitch.
That whole era of her trying to push this.
Whether she was joking or not, I know she's just, trolling, but yeah, that laugh was very disturbing. It was too convincing. It was too Wizard of Oz convincing. That was a very, very convincing laugh. But honestly, she just said, man, she happy she done reached her goal. See, that's the key word I listen to. So listen to keywords. I don't just let you breeze through things with me. I'm gonna stop you at pinpoint pieces, right? She reached her goal. So how long now has that been your goal while you were pushing what you were pushing? It's my only question. I just wonder. I don't know. Have I ever dated a big girl before? Yeah. See, I've had a big girl before. Let me see something. Oh boy. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me check it over here because they messing with my live. They're doing that bullshit again. Where am I at? Okay. Because I didn't even know the other day my jump I didn't even know it got taken down. Nobody told me. And then my other video got switched and some videos got put on this category and some, man, look, I don't know what's been going on. YouTube been kind of like it real deal's been like changing statuses of my videos. It'd be changing like the numbers on my videos. It'll say this. The next thing you know, it's like all of that's gone. It's weird what I don't know who got some little backhand on this, but YouTube, could y'all stop, my little itty bitty little corner, like, go mess with the big dogs. Like, I don't have nothing going on over here, YouTube. You ain't got to keep messing with Smitty like that. We don't do nothing. I just like to sneak in here quietly. Don't nobody be over here. And I then just roll out. Y'all don't have to do that to me. Jeez Louise, boy, I tell you. All right, so let's try this again. Let's get back to the video. But they've been messing with my lives lately, like real shit though.
Self-love and embracing, your body and weight. All that was fake. It was fake. Like, don't nobody want that weight on them. I don't care what type of movement y'all try to push, bro. Nobody wants that weight on them. Because y'all know deep down inside, deep down in your soul, you're not at the best of your potential. Your health is not the same. Your confidence is not the same as when.
My main thing is health and energy. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure some people look like, man, you would look so, but yeah, more than anything, health and energy. When you get to a certain size, it really becomes hard to work out because of the energy factor, all that weight. Listen, me putting on a prosthetic leg, right, just to get up and walk around, like I said before, that leg is heavy. It's heavy. It's like walking around with the weight of like a porcelain sink around your leg. It's like leg weights. It's like you got leg weights around your whole leg, and every time you take it, you can feel it. So my point is that I personally have at least a small tippy toe in that water of how weight can affect you moving. It is not easy doing that, man, keeping that movement up with all that weight on you. So I definitely get that aspect. Like, man, when you're just able to move more freely, it feels great. And I'm saying that as somebody who's always been fit, but I know what it's like not to be able to move around. That's what I'm saying. I know what it's like to be immobilized for a moment. It's not cool. Don't feel good. That's why I hopped on here with y'all. I had to do something to get this energy off, right? I had to do something. So the time right now is 10:47 a.m. East Coast Standard Time. I thank you all for tuning in to Smitty's Corner. Let's get back to the video.
When you are fit.
So all the self-love was a lie.
Wait,
thought fat was healthy and beautiful? Why did she lose weight to be skinny?
Like, plus she's already in the system, right? This isn't somebody who's like on the cusp of mainstream celebrity.
Is big beautiful? Watch. See, we got to listen to key words. Is big beautiful, or is big a form of beauty? See, to say I'm big is beautiful, that is, see, automatically you don't realize with a lot of people, their brain is going to think that is the standard. But when you say big is a form of beauty, then we can look at it more so, I guess, for the artistic side that some people may see it to be. Form of beauty, and just saying is beauty, it totally changes how you see what you just heard. Words are important.
And is like looking to cement a reputation. She already has a reputation. Now she can adjust it as she wishes to find her next thing.
Higher up, the more standards they have. How tall are you?
I am a stallion. But
if you talking about her right here, she's not a bad looking woman at all. I know I've dated a woman that was, she's about 5'10". She was one of them, like she said, stallions, I guess you would call it. Like, she was not no small girl by nothing. I'm 6 feet. She 5'10", so she came up to like here to me. I'm 6 feet. She like 5'10". She was like right at my nose. I remember that. It was what it was. She didn't smell bad, nothing like that. You know, she wasn't a dirty, it wasn't like, all the stereotypes we have. She wasn't real big on stuff in her face. Maybe she was trying to be cute in front of me. I don't know. You know how they do that. They try to be cute in front of you. They not, they kind of pick at it. Really, they want to crush though. I'm gonna take this home with me. I know what you're gonna do when you walk in the door. But but I like that though too, because that shows that they have manners. It shows they have table manners. It shows that they have some decorum about them. I like that. I actually like that. It does show a taste of class. You're not just going to be some heathen in my face. Thank you for preserving your ladylikeness. Thank you for that. And I'm talking about whoever you may be out there, right? Thank you for not just going into the chicken wings and it's just sauce all on your face. Thank you for being mindful of how you eat. Thank you for that. Thank you for making sure you always dab your lip. And thank you for even dabbing mine when I didn't know it was on the corner of my beard. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Dress up?
I'm 14. Don't try me, 7.
It's not.
Now, we also have to remember, see, this is the wildest part about all of this back in the day. And rest in peace to the black man. Rest in peace to him. Nothing bad to say. Whether you agree or not, he's still one of our own. He has a standard. So that's like me. Like if all the chicks came up and they was like no more than like 130, I might be saying stuff like, look, sis, you're going to have to get some junk in the trunk. Because dudes, like, you see what I mean? He obviously has made it clear he likes slimmer, thinner women. He likes the more petite. So, of course, his show in particular, that's going to be the criteria standard of beauty when you come to him in particular. That doesn't mean that's what it is. Let me tell y'all a story. I'm not lying. This is a true story. Seriously. I can call the guy if he answers. My homeboy, Adrian. Me and my brother, we all remember Adrian. Mr. Ziggy Zig himself. I never forget, we was downtown DC. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. We was in the green Plymouth. Listen, man, this back in the day. We was in the green Plymouth. We downtown DC. That man car always used to break down on us. It was one of them friends car you always found yourself on the side for a bit. Gotta let it cool or something. Man, he got all this different stuff like gallons of water in the back to pour in there with it overheat. You know how it goes. So we was on one of them type missions. This is back like 18, 19. Like this is like right after high school. So this is like early stages, man. We all still live with our parents and everything. And so we got stopped in DC. So while he trying to fix his car, it was a big girl walk by, right? And so I lean, I'm in the passenger seat because that's his car. Me and my brother was riding with, we take turns driving and shit. So I'm in the passenger seat and I lean over to the driver's side. I'm like, hey, wait, that's you right there, right? Because we all know he liked the big girl. Sure enough, he stopped everything he was doing. Forget trying to get us home. He said, hey, how you doing, sister? He has a real deep voice. Real deep voice. And he loved big girls. So he stopped, he talked to her. He said, how you doing, my sister? Next thing you know, she's real intrigued by him. He actually got her. But before before they exchanged numbers, I'm not joking, that man popped the trunk. He said, could you step over here with me, please? Huh? Okay. Stepped over there with him. Man, this man popped the trunk and pulled the scale out. If you don't hit 220, you can't get in. You can't ride with him. You have to hit 220. So that's my thing. If we don't know by now, all of these things are subjective. That man Adrian will not talk to you if you wasn't 220 and up. He not messing with you. He don't want nothing to do with you. I don't care how cute you are. You can be gorgeous. I done seen him turn down some Jones we would consider baddies. They weren't big enough. Was not enough stomach. He need that gut. He want that gut. He don't even care about your titties. He want that gut. You want it down. You like to lay in that stomach like a beanbag.
Not my fault that you 5'10" and weigh more than a man at your height. 3% of men earn $250,000 or more. What do the men who earn that kind of money want from a woman or a wife? You're not competing with that man. You're competing with the women that are around that man making $250,000 plus. He has options, and most men don't want women that weigh more than them.
Ladies, gentlemen, of Polite Savages, you ain't all about it.
So that's the part I'm gonna play for that one. Salute to them. THPP Network, I guess it is. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go to this video I really want to put up. So now this one is interesting. So we all hear the old saying, right? We all hear let me see something. Okay, I'm just making sure. We all hear the old sayings, right? Men are what? Dogs, right? I hear that with us as men, we can't control ourselves. We sleep with anything. And most importantly, all of that revolves around us being the cheaters. What? Who my cousin? Hey, stop playing. Not. Oh man, what's going on, family? Hey, if you can slide through on this one, cool. If not, just holler at me in the chats. Because I definitely want I definitely need my sister's feedback on this one. I'm so serious. So, like, real talk though. They say that us as men, that we real deal be like just cheating and everything else. And so now, it's a bunch of women that go around, they got these stories of how they were done so wrong and everything in their life is so bad. Well, let's see what really is talked about sometimes. And let's go ahead and get this going. And I thank everybody who is here tuning in. Let's get it going. Who cheats more? Who cheats more?
I think it's the New York Post. They had talked about how women are more likely nowadays to cheat than men. Oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
Are you serious? For real? Ladies, nah, for real, come on, man. Because, ladies, look, my sisters, tell me this ain't so. Tell me this ain't so. Don't tell me that they actually did a study that proves that women are more likely to cheat than men. And you know what I still find fascinating? How is it 2 million or something more? It's like 15 women to 1 man. 15, every 1 man can have 15 different women technically and not be stepping on the next man's toes. How is it that you all cheat more? If we got more options, I'm not saying I'm trying to advocate for men to be the winners in who cheats more. I don't think anybody should do it, just for the record, okay? Let's make sure we got this clear now. Let me check on this side. Okay, bet. Yeah, let's make sure we got this clear. But what I'm saying is, how does the gender with more options not be considered the one who cheats more? How is it the one that is less in numbers, the one that does not have more options? Let's listen. I like this right here. This is gonna be good.
Yes.
Why do y'all think that is? Why is the roles flipped? Because earlier, when I was sending you the topics, you was about to go off on how niggas be cheating.
Yes.
Until I sent you that post and you got quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so why y'all think that is?
Insert crickets.
Women are more likely to cheat for emotional stability instead of like a nut, to be honest, because niggas cheat and they just cheating to fuck. They ain't cheating for the next bitch to stay with them.
Do you all believe that to be true? So basically, watch this. So has a dude ever left a woman for another woman, like for the side joint? So while so a man's side piece, right? You know, last time I checked, watch this. We're gonna kill it right here. Last time I checked, men also have side pieces to have that woman that they can talk to and vent to, because they women really, they can't never say nothing to their girl. Did you know that? Did you know sometimes the side pieces is our friend, the homie that we could talk to for a minute? Prima. Si español. No, gringa, español. Coño. Okay, let's go ahead and get back to it.
They just cheating because they got testosterone in their body and they horny and they want to try something new. That's just how I feel. But when women get tired of a nigga, mentally she detaches herself after a while. And since this generation got a lot of emotionally detached men.
All right. Matter of fact, bump all that. Cause I can't keep letting you get away with saying wild, slick stuff in my chat. All right, look, family. If that's the case, all right. So I got a nigga showing up in my chat last night talking about it's a white people's book. Now here your ass come talking about this is white people's logic. Then when it comes to cheating, what's our logic? When it comes to what we hear about cheating, what is the black person's logic? You tell me. Yeah. You tell me. Hold on. Man, I swear I don't like dog. White people logic. Okay, what's our logic? Because last time I checked, I could have sworn whenever it comes to something bad, it's just something bad. So you telling me something bad for us is different than something bad for white people? But yet we keep on talking about how we equal. Make it make sense. Ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am. Make it make sense, ma'am. Okay? Oh, shit. God damn it, Jim. All right, listen. I was just playing. See, I ain't really mean all that. I was just what's going on though. But nah, real talk though. Tell me that. What is it?
Look here now. Don't be threatening me with a good time. Hey, you know what? See, what? And this is what I'm talking about. To even answer that question that they asked the lady, you have to some degree agree with the premise. Okay. And it's kind of hard to answer a question when you don't quite agree with the premise of said question. So when we say, well, why do more women cheat? Says who?
No. Yeah, women cheat more than men.
Says who?
She's going to break it down. So matter of fact, Lola, I watch this. Right after the sister, because she's going to talk real quick and they're going to go to the sister. So we got one of us up there. She gonna break down why, and then after that, I'll pause it and you can tap in from there. I think that'll be a better dynamic for you. So let's go ahead and get back to it real quick. Just give it about a minute or so, less than that.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Hold on.
Just jump dick to dick until you find him?
Nobody said that.
I mean, clearly, if y'all doing all this motherfucking shit.
I'm just saying, women out there, that's how they want to go about it. But I really feel like that's what it is, because it's true. It's true.
Next time, Prima, just try to get dressed a little bit more. You know, like your friend to the side there.
True, women cheat because they get an emotional stability from another man. And that's what it is. Like, they're not cheating to go get a fuck. Like, no. Because a lot of bitches be sticking with niggas that got bad dick. So it's not to fuck.
Okay.
Might be true.
I'm the old bitch of the group. So.
Right here. All right, look, it goes commercial right here. So this is for you, Lola. So now we're gonna get nigga logic when it comes to cheating. Let's go get it. All right, let's see what we got. Boom. Hold on. Boom. Boom. All right, let's go.
From what I've seen, men and women are not that different. I had this conversation with a friend of mine. Women do the same shit niggas do. Women can fuck and do not have to be emotionally attached. And
I don't agree. I believe once y'all give it to that nigga, it's because it was something that he's been doing for you that turned you head over heels. I do not agree with that, and I'll talk to you about it in a second.
men thinking that a woman has to be emotionally attached in order to cheat is a lot of the reason why y'all end up getting played. Women cheat
How does the emotional side of us, women are known to be emotional creatures, which means that is incorporated into majority of the things you do. Even cheating, there is emotion involved in you cheating. It may not be you want to stay with that dude, but the emotion of you wanting to get back at your nigga is the reason why you with this other dude. Stop playing.
because they have the option to do so. The same way if men had the same amount of options as women, they would do the same thing.
How do we not have the same amount of options and there's more of y'all than us? I don't get it. Go ahead, Lola. I'm gonna let you rock.
Well, to answer your question you just asked right there, because there's more physical numbers of people out there doesn't mean your option of sleeping with people is equal.
Okay.
And that's the trap that a lot of women get caught in, that they think because there's a lot of men that their choices is equal to the physical amount of men that's present. And that show Pop the Balloon shows you that even though there could be 10 men standing up there, your options is not all 10 men. Well, like one or two.
A good point. You only leave with one.
Right. You can. Well, even if you could leave with more than one.
Nobody leave like this, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody leaving like that.
Right. Never. You never see nobody leaving with more than one. And even if they could, right? At the end of the day, you're not leaving with all 10 of those men on that stage, period. So just because they are single and looking for somebody, don't mean your options is to go in. Like, that's not what that means. So, I mean, but to the point about women cheating and emotional cheating, right? I don't believe that women cheat more emotionally than men cheat. I don't. I think that's a misnomer, that men don't emotionally cheat and women only emotionally cheat. Yes,
I agree. Because like I said, the side chick, a lot of people don't realize with men, sometimes that side chick is your, listen, a side chick could be, watch, by definition, y'all ain't even having sex. She's a homegirl that you just like, you can talk to her in more in depth than you can the woman you're with or your wife.
Well, that would be called emotional cheating.
Real quick, that's what I'm saying. And to some women, you being on the phone like, oh yeah, you telling her everything that you don't tell your woman, that's considered emotional cheating. Right?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, okay. So sometimes when we say side chick, that could just simply be because, so when you say emotionally cheating, that emotional cheat can be a side chick that just simply really gives that man, like he can just be himself around her, but he wants to be with you, but he just wish that he could talk to you the way he talks to her. He wished that you would respond to him the way she responds.
But Smitty, that's the problem.
He's opening up.
But Smitty, that's the problem. That's how men are, right? Because I've seen men make whole prostitutes like that situation. Like they'll be with the prostitute because they'll go back to the same prostitute because she make them feel
streetwalkers.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's the same on both ends. Women can feel the same way. Like, I'm with you, but I really like talking with him, or whatever the case may be. It's the same. It's not different. And that's what I'm saying. The basis of their question is questionable, is arguable. So if you're gonna say, well, women cheat more than men, now you got to give an account for all these other things that you can't do if you're gonna take that position. So I'm not one to take that position. I'm gonna say both men and women cheat. Okay, both men and women, even if they don't physically cheat, they cheat emotionally. And the reason why people cheat is because of an array of reasons. For one, a lot of women are more prone to getting with a dude that they don't love and are not attracted to if he has money. This is the beginning of cheating right here. Because relationships, when they're that close, can't simply be sufficed with money. At some point, the money gonna feel good, but then you're gonna want somebody to actually touch you in a way that you like and care about how you feel. You're gonna feel that miss, and then you're gonna look at other people and then start feeling jealous that they with their man and their man is doing them right. If you feel
giggling at dinners and all of that. Yep.
Right.
All of that's gonna sink in. It does. And
all of that's gonna sink in. And that's where we're gonna get the whole emotional cheating at minimum. Even if you don't get the physical cheating, and both of them are equally detrimental. So, that's what I'm saying. Like that's that red pill manosphere stuff that says women are more cheaters. It's like, okay, let me accept that. Let's play with them for a minute. Women mostly cheat. Why? Is it because they're inherently polygamous?
No.
Because that's what we would say about men.
No, I would say, but see, this is so hard because me personally knowing, I've had quite a few situations where I'm chilling. I ain't, I'm thinking we just cooling it. Man, what? She came to get the D. I have been used as, but I'm just saying, I have been viewed as a piece of meat myself. And all they wanted was the meat. I'm making them, they want sausage. And that's all. And guess what? They ran and hightailed as soon as they heard me start speaking about being serious. So what I'm saying is that it can vary, but us as men, we also go through the same things that y'all go through. Being used for a meal and stuff. Oh, you knew I had a nice home. I'm a chef and I could do that for you.
Right.
I came over and you talking all this good like relationship stuff, but you just wanted a free meal and some D for the weekend.
Right.
I ain't know one chick was using me to make her husband mad.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So when you see circumstances like that where a chick can literally use you for a particular thing and have no connection to you because she connected to another dude, this is what I'm saying. People are not applying basic logic to the statements that they're making. Everybody knows that women will use other men to make other men that they're actually in love with or connected with, like, jealous. So what does that in turn mean? It in turn means that they can have sexual relations without being emotionally tied. That's what that means. However, we only want to ascribe that to men because when we ascribe that trait to men, it's taken as a good thing. Well, I can lay down with 1,000 people and not be connected to any one of them until I want to. That sounds like a superpower on a man. But on a woman, not so much. But truth be told, on a man, what that looks like is you can't really emotionally connect. You can't really be satisfied with the chick that ain't experienced. You got hella STDs. You the one that everywhere I go, I gotta be faced with people looking at me crazy because they done had you. You the one, that's you. You the one that got ties with people
to you.
Say again?
My reputation is shit to hell because I'm just walking next to you. I know what you mean by that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and if you think women don't tease other women about their dudes being bisexuals, if you feel me, like, yes, that is a thing amongst women, but women don't necessarily brag about it in the way men do. So you don't hear it as often, but it's a thing. So I'm like, man, listen, it's not. It's really not. Some people will get on that same show that we looking at and say, well, if you ain't got more than 2-3 bodies, I ain't trying to deal with you because you probably not experienced. Stop it.
Let's get back in here what she's saying real quick. Go ahead, tap in when you want, Lola. And I got one more little short video. This is only about 15 minutes. We about 2 minutes in. Then after that, I got a few things I got to get done for my morning. Yeah, I'm off today. I didn't know it was a holiday, so I didn't even have to. I got a chance to get me a little rest and sleep in. I feel good. I'm gonna get some breakfast in a bit.
Mm-hmm. I just finished cooking breakfast for myself, but yeah, today I'm off from work.
Yeah. I didn't know I didn't have to go into there today, so I didn't even know it was a holiday. So I guess this is like a Valentine's weekend hangover Monday holiday. Let's get it.
People cheat because that's what they want to do, and because we had this little sidebar conversation. A lot of men are beta males. So if a woman A woman will stay with a man if she's getting something out of the relationship, but she gonna fuck the nigga that she want to fuck. And that 9 times out of 10, that man is going to be the one that's not going to do shit for her because he knows she ain't shit no. Women cheat because they want to, because cheating is always a choice. It is never a mistake.
Right, and also because people be.
What's your thoughts on that?
So there's some.
Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Oh hell no!
Go ahead.
There's some truth in it. I just explained that women have the ability to, pair themselves with men that they have, like, let's say socially pair themselves with men that they have no connection with, right? Like, they do have that ability. So what she's saying, there is some truth and merit to it. It is. But at the same time, what I don't like is the audience that she's speaking to is a younger audience. And that younger audience will hear what she's saying and take what she's saying as that is everybody, let alone everyone that looks like her, is doing exactly what she just said. And that's not true. But because of the age and the maturity level of the audience she's speaking to, it's almost like putting a gun in a baby's hand. Sure, it could probably aim and shoot something, but most likely it's going to aim and shoot itself. So that's what I don't like about what she's saying. Yeah, there's truth in the fact that some women will act like that, right? Some. And then there's some women that couldn't capitulate doing that. Yeah, there's that too. But see, what you don't see is the women that couldn't capitulate doing what she just said on stage, let alone in no great numbers. You know why? Because there's other things that go with that personality type, like being humble, like not wanting to be in the spotlight. Women that don't do that, what she's talking about, don't like to be, let's say, paraded around in the middle of let's say, fuckery. Like, it's just not. So you're not going to see that. So it's, for instance, you're not going to see, when you see certain types of men, right, that all they do is complain about what women are doing or what women ain't doing, right? The fact that you see them doing that over and over and over again, that tells you what their lifestyle is. That tells you what their lifestyle isn't. That tells you how much time they got on their hands. That tells you the type of job they probably don't have. So this is what happens. But the men that are of substance, right, are not complaining, one. Two, about chicks, because there's too many types out here for you to complain that you ain't getting one specific type. Like, it's just not. So, and most men that I know keep good jobs, and they always employ, so they don't got time literally to sit and complain.
We all want the reward.
That's what I was saying.
My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was an accident.
No, you go. No, go ahead. I'm done.
All right, bet. Let's go ahead and push play on this. Let's get back to it. Now, I would say behind what you're talking about. Let me do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I would say behind what you're saying, the option factor. I do believe that more so than it being an option factor, for whatever reason, I guess. All right, so let me ask you this. I gotta ask you this because I be wondering about this when you talk about the red pill manosphere stuff. The whole like men, we just gotta spread our seed. And me knowing humans evolve. And I know that once upon a time that was the case when populations of humans might have been lower. This is when mankind was first starting. So we know the history behind these things. But now, we don't have to marry our daughters off or someone's daughter at like 12 because we live to be like 90, 100 something, 80 something. So now we can wait until we're like fully developed brain and body wise, right? So I believe that I believe that men are freaks more. But then again, hard because that's why I gave the example of I know women that strictly wanted me just for sex. They didn't want nothing to do with no relationship. They just wanted to know what the D was hitting on because I was intriguing to them. That's it.
That's it. But you're giving real world examples versus a talking point.
There we go. You get it, right? Like that's why I got a hard time sometimes with talking points because I just think I'm like, man, I done seen this in real life too many times, and that's not necessarily always the case. So I just wonder when it comes to that, do you believe that the reason why women have more options is because dudes are willing to give the D up faster than women are willing to give up the P. I don't think that's taken into consideration as well.
For sure.
We more than likely, if you throw it at us the first night, you're almost 10 times out of 10 going to get a yes. If we throw it at you on the first night, we might get a 7 out of 3, a 6 out of 4. You know, so for some dudes, it might be a 2 out of 8.
But keep in mind too the nature of males, even if they're not available, right? Let's suppose they're married or paired off with someone or have hella kids because they've been spreading their seed. They'll still, if you offer it, they still won't take it. If you, okay, for instance, strippers, right? Female strippers, they say all the time, most of their customers be married men. Now, you would think that if these men are married, they got in-house pussy. You see what I'm saying? They got a woman that they can tell to do whatever. Like the marriage bid is quote unquote undefiled. Why are you in a strip club paying to look at a chick do something that you like? That's not even like
you can get free at home.
Right, that part.
But answer the door in negligee when you walked in after work. All of that, I get it.
That part, and it's like at the end of the day, what are we really talking about? If we're being honest. A man can have a woman at home doing everything and still go out and do some more extra shit. Why? Is it because men are inherently evil? Is it because they need more than one? Because I've seen a man cheat on 5 wives. Okay.
Hold on, but if he has 5 wives, then I don't even know how to. I don't even know. You can't do that when I'm hitting weed in the morning. That kind of messed my brain up.
I've seen men go behind their wives' back because they, practice polygamy. You know what I mean? And they'll do some more extra stuff because it's not about the number. That's not what it's about. And see, when I realized when I listened to the album, Beyonce's album, right, the one she did, Lemonade, I realized that. Listen, that's when I really realized. It's not about how pretty you are. You got to understand the nature of people. And the nature of people is like a formula. It don't change. And if you're dealing with a man with a certain type of lust, it don't matter what you doing. He going to do what he going to do. Now, if you're dealing with a man that he has a fixation on being stable and being with one person and feeling like that one person ain't going nowhere, that dude might not necessarily push the envelope like another dude, right? But you gotta know your dude. And just because you married don't mean that you're not gonna deal with human nature. So, that's what I'm saying. I don't like saying that people, in terms of females versus males, do anything or more prone to anything. It just depends on the circumstances that we in. If a certain type of guy makes an offer, he gonna get more yeses than a man who don't look appealing. Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, but it's like, come on, like we know this. So it's like, why are these dudes on this show? And I know who they are. But why are they asking these basic questions? Like, women cheat more than men. Let's suppose that's true. Now what?
Well, now that will tell the men who, I guess, speak on behalf of men on that matter that they should go ahead and, I don't know. You know what?
Go ahead and finish your sentence. That's their excuse to do what they already want to do.
So you listen too good. I can't take that all the time, Lola. I need you to sometimes not pay attention as much.
That's what they already want to do, bro. Like, come on now. So here's the thing. If you already want to cheat, that means that your conversation about who else is cheating is really like nullified.
Native, what you got on this, right? Women cheat more than men?
No, I can't even put a ratio on that because it goes both ways. But I wanted to just speak on what Lola was talking about because she right, bro. She absolutely right. Like I think what she was trying to say, because I just gonna go back to the backdrop and finish listening. But I think what Lola was trying to get at is like, bro, a lot of times is the man's not being pleased. It's like the woman's not being pleased in a certain kind of way, which leads them to do what they're doing. It's not just solely, oh, she wanted to do this. It's something there that's not pleasing to her that she sees other places, or he may see other places, right? Like going to the strip club. You know, your wife might not be as sexual as the person that's in the strip club. Yo, go back for a second. Might not be as sexual as your wife at home, so you go to the strip club to kill that urge, and then when you go home, you know what I'm saying, it's like you finish off there. Bro, go back for a second.
Okay. Let me push play on this. I want to hear more what that guy said. My bad about that. I thought you.
But see, this I'm because I'm ready to slide. But I gotta set up this live real quick.
You good? I'll come see you.
When we dealing with these kind of women up here, bro, I'ma just say now their intentions from the beginning is not even to find, you know, that right man. Because she's related to a person as most males being beta and all that stuff. Like, how can
hold on real quick. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Cause hold on real quick, please. 1 second. Whoever you may, let me see something here. So hold on. Let me do something, y'all. What's going on? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nigga, that's you. I ain't know, man. You keep changing your stuff up, man. I ain't know who that was. God dang it. Okay. Now
Hey, shout out to your wife, True. I think that was your old lady that was in my live when I was at church.
Yes.
She said this is Truth Lady. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. So yeah, shouts out to Miss Truth for sliding through. I didn't know that Pastor Simon was her cousin. That's crazy. He did a lot of stuff for me, you know, back in the day, you know, when my kids was coming up and stuff, you know, he did a lot of stuff for them. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about like baptism and all that stuff, like early in when they was kid, like babies.
Oh yeah. That's serious.
Yeah,
that's something you'll never forget. That's life changing right there.
Yeah, I got so much respect for Pastor Simon, bro. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Hey, True. What's your take on the topic, real quick, so we don't get too far off? Appreciate the family reunion.
I just came in when I saw that you was live, and I saw the hidden, so I just decided to jump on just like usual. I didn't get a chance to really see anything.
All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and push play, and anybody can tap in when you want. Let's go ahead and get it.
Okay.
Lack in self-discipline and shit.
Sometimes you don't have no self-discipline. Sometimes you don't have no self-respect. It could be a combination of both.
Yeah, I think you wanted to chip in real quick.
Honestly, I feel like women cheat more mainly because it's like, all right, like this nigga's not my.
This topic, True, for the record, is they say the studies show that women cheat more than men. We've been going back and forth as far as what aspects and what and everything else, and how true is it or not, just so you know.
Type, like, he's not really doing too much, like, for me.
Oh, okay, hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to say that. That is absolutely 1,000% correct.
Oh shit!
1,000% correct.
Lola, heard that right?
One thing you can do is you can look at the mathematical equation of how many times does women, and especially if they look good, How many times do they get talked to? So I find myself as an attractive man. We have Lola. I'm pretty sure all of us up here believe our sister is a nice looking woman. I will tell you this, no matter how much money I get, no matter how many jewels that I wear, no matter the house, the car, whatever, no matter anything, no matter if the whole, 1,000 men come and say, Truth, you the man, I will never, ever be able to get the type of advances that she will be able to get. Or if she chose to have sex, just like we saw that woman that broke that record or whatever, it's a reason why she broke that record. Because as soon as she said, hey, you can enter me, she can have sex as much as she wants. I will never be able to get it that much ever in life. And we saw what that woman looked like. And she exceeded me in one day. In one day. That's why I said it's not even close.
Well, Truth. Okay, Truth. That's what you're saying is true. However, having having options, right, doesn't speak to somebody's their inclination to cheat, like making a commitment in one place and then go back on said commitment.
Hello,
Lola.
You breaking up?
Not her phone. She got it. She'll be back in a second.
Oh. So
Can y'all
the
hear me?
reason why. Oh, now we can. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what you're saying is true in terms of like the schematics of it. However, cheating is a character flaw, right? Like just like lying.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely 1,000% agree with that.
But see, here's the thing. Like Shorty right here with her nipples and her breasts out, right? Talking about most men are beta males, right? Truth be told, only the beta males think that she's worth just putting their penis in. No male, beta or alpha, feels like wifing her is the prize. Not that one. Okay, so it's like her experience of men is lower level men that'll do whatever to get sex is what I experience. Because me, I don't know no men like that. I don't know no man that's willing to run up, and even Shorty that had the bunch of men that she had sex with in a day, I don't know too many men that's willing to put their penis in there after another dude, let alone stand there around other dudes with their penises out. That's on some extra shit. I don't know no dudes willing to do that. Personally, I know some dudes that might hit her on the one if they got a condom, but that level of train shit, I don't know. I don't know no men like that. So, but maybe I know they exist, but they're not in my purview. So I can't sit here and say, oh, men, they would just run up and Shorty like that. Like, no, even if they would, there has to be some parameters. This is just my experience with the men that I've talked to.
Right. So I'm pretty sure Chop is here and Smitty is here, and we're around a lot of men in our 35 plus 40 years. And we know that per what we're looking at, these desperate, horny ass niggas out here are definitely fucking her if they get the chance. This is not even a question. Dumb niggas is fucking going, and they're gonna be hollering while they're fucking her. They're gonna be so happy and so desperate because of the fact it is a drought out here with ass. Now, to get back to the part about cheating, I hope we will agree cheating starts off emotionally as well. Cheating is talking. It's like when the dick go up in it. So we already know women, if you make them mad, they will talk to other males about you. Ask me how I know. Because when I was out in the street, they used to come over my daggone house and say, Truth, you want to hear this lame ass bastard? And they would put him on speaker. They would say, hey, he would be crying. He would be upset. I haven't seen you and everything. And guess what? she go in the other room and suck my brother dick. Yep.
Sick his duck. Sick his duck.
Oh, sick his duck. Oh, my fault. Sick his duck. Okay, my fault. My fault. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me.
Good.
So yeah, without her hesitation, and be smiling, laughing, and enjoying herself.
Right.
That she did that. Cheated easily, and not just her and the homegirls.
Oh,
and that's why when they came to tell me, hey, why wouldn't you mess with us, True? I said, I've known you for 2.5 years, and I know what you do. You forgot about that, right? So you think you're gonna put me in the trick bag like you do the rest of these niggas? Oh no. You think you're gonna do that to me? I already know I can't stop you from treating me like trash. I already know that. When it comes to this game, a woman that know this game and play this game, we will never be able to beat them on it. And that's what the problem is now. Niggas are mad right now because women are out here playing the hell out of this thing. So when it comes to cheating, oh yes, women on phones playing with that coochie while you on the other line, especially with the social media stuff. Oh my goodness, showing boobs, flirting with other guys, getting money sent from Cash Apps. Oh my goodness. I wish I was part of this goddamn world again so I could show y'all.
So let's see right here. So salute the T. The availability of a woman to cheat will never speak to the woman's capacity to cheat.
Y'all just think they just. Y'all just think they got that much discussion.
Go ahead, Native. Go ahead.
I want to say salutes to Lola and salutes to Tika for being the rare breed out of these women because no, that's real talk. What Troop is saying, because I've seen that multiple times.
I know you have.
This is the problem. See, this is why they say men is betas and men, is weak and stuff, because they find these ones right here and they try to make them to be something that they not. It was never gonna be that. But see, when you up here like this with your whole chest out, shoulders and all that stuff, you look like an easy lick. So that's how they gonna carry it. But then when they find out you really not.
Don't sexualize her just because she's dressed like that. Don't you dare look at her as an easy target.
So
look at her as a queen.
I'm just calling it how it is, bro.
Yeah.
And then when he get that and he realized that she ain't really hitting on nothing, and that is some basic standard stuff. Okay, it might be fun for like the first 2 weeks, but then after that, it's like, I need to find something new.
Right.
You need to find something new. So she never gonna really get the full extent of how to actually be catered to, and exactly, it's different caliber of women. Just like it's different caliber of men. Like different caliber of men. That's why I said I really wouldn't put a ratio on the cheating aspect, because it's always going to be an ongoing thing, and it's going to determine, it's going to have you determining, like, is this woman right? Is this man right? Is this, you know what I'm saying? When a lot of times the people you actually really want and really choose and really be looking at most of the time ain't right for you, period.
Right. So Lola,
let me go ahead and get out of here, and let y'all go ahead. I'm be in the back. Salute to everybody up here.
You already
Good to see you, baby.
Already true.
So Lola, you as a woman on this one right here, it doesn't matter how much a woman is approached. If she does not have the capacity to cheat, she won't cheat. Delete that talking point.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is, and that's exactly what it is. And don't get me wrong, like the as they say, the availability usually weighs on people because people have what people know as a sin nature, right? And that's true, right? It is temptation out there. However, relationship isn't all about sex. Some people, like, they are attractive, but you don't know what's behind that attractive face. Behind that attractive face could be somebody who's fearful. You see what I'm saying? Who has issues with loss, that has issues with connection, whatever. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, just to say, well, because someone has options, that means, and that's, I think I did a video on my channel. It was about, actually, I used a story of Krishna on the love experience.
You gotta your channel too on the back chat so I can, cause I be so I can have you subscribe to you on here too.
Yeah, no,
I don't know what the channel is on here unless it's just Instagram. If so, I already got it there.
If you put in the love experience and you put in Oshun, it'll come up. But if you just put in the love experience, everything Raheem Devon will show up.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find it. Okay, I got you, fam. But go ahead though.
Got to put my name in. But I did a video about that because there was people saying, well, if you get with a guy that got money and influence, that means that he's going to cheat because he has the availability to cheat, right? Because people are throwing it at him. However, it's like, if one person wants you, you have the ability to cheat. So it ain't about being affluent or anything like that. So I did a video and used the story of Krishna looking for love, right? And as an example to show that, like we were talking about with Truth earlier, it's a character flaw. It's not a money flaw. Just because you got lots of money don't mean you the type that's going to cheat. Just because you live in a big house don't mean you're going to invite every skeezer over. Like, that's not what that actually means. So when you say men with money, alpha males, that's wrong. When you say men with money, they gonna cheat because they got a lot of women that want to be with them, you're absolutely wrong. Sure, there are some, but there's some men that don't have no money that would never cheat. There's some men that don't have no money that would never, like, literally cheat somebody else out of their money. So, you know, this is coming from, in my opinion, immature minds that don't really have life experience to go with the statements that they're making. Shorty with a tits out or whatever the case may be, she looking for attention from a beta male because she's not looking for attention from an alpha. An alpha male is going to be very direct with her that, shorty, your tits, if you under 30, your tits looking like you pushing 40. 1, 2, if your tits is out, you better be ready to get on your knees. So don't tell me I'm a beta male. Like, no, you better be something else that I can't say on this panel right now. Like, she don't really fuck with alpha males. She fucks with the beta male, but she want to sit and use that as a talking point because she wants to be, she wants people to look at her and use her as a viral moment. Clearly, you see what I'm saying? But truth be told, the days of going viral for saying the stupidest shit is kind of coming to an end because people are kind of bored with it. Everybody's looking for attention for the wrong reason. Now you got to do something different.
Yep.
Hey, Smitty.
What's up, homie?
Pull up the comment that Tika said.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. So
it doesn't matter how much a woman is approached. If she doesn't have the capacity to cheat, she won't. Delete that talking point. I know you got to say the truth. Go ahead.
Yeah, bring it back up for a minute.
Sure.
Yeah, leave right there for me. Okay. So now it says it doesn't matter how much a woman is approached. If, and I'm glad that's a very important. That's very important. If she doesn't have the capacity to cheat, she won't cheat. Now, the reason why that's very important is we're talking about women of, like she said, of high character. Of high character, that no matter whether a man cheats, she's not going to cheat. Now, I don't know where y'all been at, especially on YouTube. I've been on here for 5 years, right? And we done had this conversation. We just recently had this conversation. Do women cheat more? And the common theme is, nigga, if you cheat on me, I'm going to get you back. And majority of women have said, yeah, he cheated on me, so I cheated on him. So the clear thing is, have you ever cheated? The answer is yes. Yes, you have. And majority of women, they will. Hell has no fury like a woman scorned. They will get you back. They're not going to sit up and say, "Oh,
cheated."
You, huh?
Lola, you've cheated before. It's okay. I mean, you don't have to answer.
No, I've never cheated before.
I've never
cheated before.
She's never cheated. Tika's probably never cheated. But
yeah.
Unless something is wrong with your dome, I know for a fact the majority of the women out here is not Lola. I know that 1,000%. I already know that these hood brothers are what they're getting.
But wait, no, truth. Hold on now. Is it that majority of the women aren't Lola, or is it what we always say? The loud minority is speaking for the quiet majority.
No, majority of women aren't Lola. Like, I know Lola and the stuff that, you know, she's experienced. These niggas would have been crucified if they had a goddamn real bitch. And it's because she's a sweetie. And sadly, in this world,
Lola is not a sweetie. Lola,
people.
Don't get it twisted, truth. Lola is not a sweetie. This is Lola.
No, I'm not.
Just know who's behind that avatar.
Yeah, she's that, but she's also the love connection too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Exactly. So that's why I said that is a complete 1,000% different thing that I can sit here and just like my other sister Raw, she even know that majority of women out here aren't her either, and they will cheat. There are whores, and then there aren't whores, and there are women that's about to get back, and there are women like, look, I don't care if you go out there and fuck women, you're not fucking me, and I'm not cheating on you. I'm not going to disgrace myself. But majority of emotional women will, if they have the opportunity to fuck a nigga on you and throw it in your fucking face, they're gonna hurt the shit out your punk ass and make you cry.
Wow.
And I done seen a nigga cry.
That's hard.
Papoose just got, and then we look around the world, brother. Papoose just got cheated on. Do you want me to keep going down the line? How many women have cheated just this last 3 years? Do you really want me to go down cheating women?
No,
I'll give you a list.
We ain't got to do all that.
So yes, women cheat, and they cheat alarming. What happens is they don't get caught. Why? Because we think, oh, our innocent little dove is not popping that pussy on nobody. She's always fucking faithful. Sorry, I was one of the niggas she was sucking dick.
Sicking ducks.
Duck.
A sick duck.
I was one of the niggas that she's getting your food. Thank you. And she's going to come and feed me. And that salmon was good. After I make her sweat her hair out, the makeup falling off her face and everything. Makeup all over the pillow and all that. Cheating. Hard. And loving it. Loving it.
Let's get back to
and that's just the physicality. You want to see how many phone numbers a woman got in her phone of niggas? You don't want to see that. That's cheating too,
I've never been a phone typer. I could care less. I don't care about who in your phone, because I think we all know that's not something
you better care. You better care.
I'm thinking as far as
he don't care either. he like you good. You don't care that she talking to me good, because I'm damn sure gonna ram her shit up.
I mean, but yeah, the thing is though, like when those type of look, again, it all depends on the woman, it all depends on that man, it all depends on that circumstance. Again, somebody can be all up in your face, but if you're not that type of person, you're not that type of person. You know.
Yeah.
So it is what it is on that. It's all about self-discipline when you break it all down. But let's get back to the video, see what they talk about.
Yeah, you're talking to someone who is self-disciplined. I just know it ain't a lot of people out here like me. That's the thing. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I would say that the world is deprived of it at this point.
I know for a fact over the last 5 years,
Go ahead.
If I would have gave people access to the women that I talk to behind the scenes, they would try to fuck them. They'd try to fuck these women.
Anyway, let's get back to the videos. Truth is being too damn truthful. All right, let's go.
How women handle justifying cheating when men for years had to deal with y'all accusing us of cheating, and then when we would say, "Yo, when we did cheat, we had these that's just excuses." But now y'all up here with a straight face, like, "Well, we cheating. It's okay for us to cheat because."
Can I ask a question real quick? So women ain't shit, right?
Most bitches ain't shit.
Oh,
Most bitches ain't shit.
Neither is shit.
That's all I wanted. No,
Most women aren't.
that's all I want.
Men and women are not as different.
I think that really speaks to the mindset, and I really think that speaks to the circle. I don't have that view because that's not my mindset. That's not the circle of people I keep within my company.
Right.
Like, so I don't, people have like this, man, marriage is just so horrible, or relationships is terrible, man. What? You about to settle, man? You could be doing your thing. Well, that's the mindset. And it's like I always said, I have no clue of how we can think so one-dimensional, but we are three-dimensional beings. We are three-dimensional beings, but we dumbed the brain down to one dimension. And I just don't seem to get it.
But do you ignore? Okay, but do you ignore reality though?
Man, it's crazy. So it's like when I hear stuff like that.
Did you hear the question I asked, Smitty?
No, no, I didn't. What did you ask?
Oh, do we ignore reality?
No. Everybody knows what they see. They know. You know when the truth is in your face. No,
right.
Hold on.
I like that. You know that.
What I believe more than anything is people have a hard time accepting reality. So do we, or like I would say no, and I believe that's why a lot of people may be disgruntled or they get frustrated or upset about certain things in life at times. So the acceptance of reality is the most difficult part for us as humans overall, from my personal view. You got something low before I put you that you want to answer to? I don't know.
No, y'all good. I listen. These people on this panel is funny. Like they funny as hell. Because like when people say most women ain't SHIT, that's telling me that your life is surrounded by this type of people because you haven't traveled the whole world to know that. I mean, for me to sit there and say, even my father, he told me once, most men are dogs. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's been around some real gutter dudes. He really has. But when my father encounters a dude, right, that ain't that gutter, he always recognized, and I can tell. He always said, that's a good brother right there. That's a good brother right there. So that tells me that at the end of the day, good brothers shouldn't be at a 90% rate in this world. No, they should be cream of the crop. Less than 20% of the population. That's how nature has it. That's how it's always been and how it always will be. You don't feel special because you match 99% of everything else.
Exactly.
And that's that right. And I'm glad she said that because that is my point. That is the reality. The reality is majority of the men aren't decent. Majority of the women aren't decent. How do I know? Because like you said, my circle is full of decent men that are married, that are with their children. And see, my level of decent is on a whole different barometer. My barometer is serious. You gotta meet certain things. Now, y'all barometer might be a little bit laxable days. It still might be a decent.
If I can't bring you to a family function, that's not decent. When I say decent people, I mean like I can bring you around my most intimate. Like I don't mind if my kid is with me. So I know you are because I know how protective you are of yours. We hold the same morals and values.
Exactly.
So because my morals and my outlook on life as well as myself is not I'm shit. I don't look at myself as that. So of course I'm not going to be attracted to or be around or even date anybody who was of that caliber. No, that is a low. That's why I always say, y'all hear me say it all the time. I don't claim most of these niggas. Y'all hear me say that all the time, and I mean that for these type reasons.
And that be the concession right there. Now, let's say let's say we heard somebody say that, like they don't be around bad people. But you go on that YouTube and you see, oh, I know, yo, he just got finished doing a bid for deleting somebody, and he just came home.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. They would consider themselves a decent individual, and that's why I said it's usually per what we believe is decent. What I believe is decent, what I made sure is I can ask anybody across the board. Is a faithful husband, a father that's always there, a man that keeps his word, a man that works, a man that's not beating on a woman, cheating on a woman, that's treating a woman. Would you consider a decent man? Universally, everyone will say yes. So that right there is the barometer. And then I would go, okay, you tell me, does your person meet all these characteristics? Or is they out there still sleeping around with women, ain't marrying them, creating babies that they ain't taking care of, or creating in a broken home?
Right.
So on and so forth. So that's where the selectiveness comes in based off of how we feel about somebody versus across the board, this is the template. You have to have these in order to be considered a decent individual. And some people, because they can't meet that, they will say, oh, no, that's not fair. No, what's happening is it's not fair because guess what? You got a lot of work to do, partner. You got a lot of work to do.
That's it.
Okay. Let's see what we got.
That's why it's not fair.
I like that. I like that, my G. See, that's why I like the way you think as well, sir. I appreciate you. Not when you be going out. See, you got like Jekyll and Hyde truth. Like, I don't know. I don't know when he drank the potion. Sometimes he drank the potion. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, that's the back to the regular scientists. I see. Let's go.
As a lot of people, they're not.
Also, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Also, another reason why women is acting more like men nowadays is because niggas is losing their masculinity and bitches is out here acting like niggas. And it's like, all of us is acting more alike now. Because it's like...
I agree.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
What
I agree with her so much, Smitty. I agree with her so much, Smitty. Guess what? Hold on, I'm going to let you go right in, Lola. I agree with her so much because she's one of them. Go ahead, Lola.
Oh, okay. That's what I was getting ready to say. I'm like, first off, she want out here acting like real masculine, like she can wear her shirt, her bare chest, nothing covering it. Like she want acting masculine. Something. We out here acting like men, and she's saying it in a condescending way, as if she ain't the epitome of what she's talking about on the surface. At that, like, what type of circus is this? These boys on this stage should have been on her ass about that.
Let's see. Maybe we don't know. So let's see.
Like, niggas is being feminine, women is being
I just feel
more like men, and we want like.
And hold on, we also got to take into consideration they look like they young, and that don't look no older than a 23. So you know,
her tits sagging too low. The 23.
That means a lot too. For real, I'm taking into consideration their headspace. As far as their age, they're not seasoned yet. But what you say?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't mean no harm, but they don't look all the way black because black girls don't bodily and facially be aging like that. The mixed breeds, they in the face they look cool, but you can tell in their bodies like they not all the way black. That genetics ain't adding up. I'm looking at her body like, shorty, something's like.
Yeah, they're not black. They probably like Spanish or Puerto Rican or Dominican.
I wouldn't even call them black off rip. Nah, they definitely look Spanish.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. You could tell that they party.
Well, maybe Brazilian too. Brazilian women have that look as well.
Yeah, and you can tell that they party. They party hard as shit.
Yeah.
y'all not giving us what we need. So we trying to go
Why?
find
If y'all want to
somebody
be the
else.
nigga.
A woman should never lose her femininity.
Exactly.
If a man wants to be a bitch, that's his
We
problem.
don't want to be like niggas, but if you
gotta
can't have
think like
control
a
of the
nigga.
situation and you acting like a woman, how can we let our guard
Now,
down and
on
give you that
approach,
control?
y'all act like the man. Y'all masculine.
We need to be masculine until
No,
you
you
show
don't.
us.
Women don't.
Until
Incorrect.
you show us that
No,
you can be. Otherwise, we're not going to
Incorrect.
step into our
Incorrect.
femininity.
Last time I checked,
See, hold on, stop. Here's the problem. Females like that don't know what the word masculine means. Masculinity is discipline. That's the first aspect of masculinity you learn as a child, and the last bit of masculinity you exhibit as an adult. So don't sit and say, "Well, masculine," and it's like, "Well, what is masculine?" If a masculine woman is a disciplined woman, a masculine woman isn't a woman that makes decisions based on how she feel. And that bitch right there got up and felt like, "I want to be pretty. I want to be looked at. I want people to pay attention to me versus what I'm saying out my mouth." That right there that's what we're talking about. If you really want to talk about a masculine woman is a determined woman and a woman that's disciplined in all areas of her life. This right here is what we call toxic femininity. This bitch can never be masculine. No female is masculine. You either feminine or you're a toxic version of femininity. That's what that is. But if you want to talk about being masculine, there is masculinity within femininity. You think it doesn't take discipline to get up every day and make sure your panty liners is on correctly, make sure you clean, make sure your makeup and hair is matching, make sure your bra and panties make sense to the dude you with. That takes discipline, okay? So no, she don't know what she's talking about. Tell me some y'all being feminine, therefore we gotta do. No, that's not how that works. She trying to cloak herself in a talking point and don't even understand. Listen, don't talk that talking point shit if you don't understand definition.
You know what's crazy? Because once again, I agree with her. I agree with her. She's just one of them. She's aggressive, which is a masculine trait. She's argumentative, which is a masculine trait. What's another one? She seems dominant, which is a masculine trait. All these up, you can Google it. These are masculine traits. So she's the very thing which she talked about. And she's talking about like femininity is a light switch. So that's what I was trying to tell. All you want to hear, bro, is femininity and masculinity. People have no clue what the hell it is. They call it femininity is somebody that wears heels, somebody that wears a skirt, somebody that wears makeup, somebody that wears a wig, somebody that what else? I forgot what else they said. All of those they would say that's feminine. I mean that's femininity. No, that's feminine, but it's not femininity. Femininity is characteristics. You can look it up. Intuition, compassion, forgiveness. What else? Patience, kindness. All these things are feminine. They are of femininity. And that's what we would want our women to be more feminine, have more femininity in them than masculinity. We all got it. I got feminine qualities in me too, femininity, because I came from my mother. I'm passionate. I'm patient. I have kindness. I'm affectionate. All these are feminine traits. So if you have those, you're going to exist and show those things. What happened is it should come out in spurts. It should not consume you. I should not be more feminine than masculine. And nobody would ever say that anyway.
Right.
So that's the thing. We confuse this thing. Men don't have masculinity and femininity. We come for a man and a woman, so we have both. But which one consumes more of who you are? And then the stuff that they throw on here about the women that they would call feminine, masculine, they are very feminine. So I don't see femininity the way that most of these niggas want to see.
Yeah, I don't. But see, that's what I'm saying. They talking this right here to their audience of younger people who don't understand definitions of words and have trouble with comprehension. It's like you can't sit here and say in one moment when us women we're being masculine because the men are being feminine. So what she's saying is we're following your lead. Meanwhile, you're not saying most males, beta males, like she said earlier, are feminine. You're not saying that, but you just made a statement that requires that most males are beta males, and being beta means being feminine. Like, but you're not saying that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you couldn't have me up on no stage and I'm sitting here just talking off the fly. Not if I'm at this level of education. And listen, I don't come from the best education place. Okay, I come from Baltimore. Y'all know what that is. But this right here is the last days. Anytime Baltimore school systems and educated people better than these people. Like.
Let's pull this up. I got about 15 minutes left on this before I got to get ready to get myself going for the day. So let's get it.
Like, femininity is not conditional. If you have a vagina, you should always be feminine.
Right.
But I'm very cool. I'm very laid back. But
Right.
if I'm dealing with a man, I'm gonna be feminine regardless. If he is too soft or weak for me, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna move on.
Right,
But I'm not about to
period.
start acting like DMX.
But there has been times. I
There
feel like what she's trying to
already.
say. No, there has been times though. There has been times where I would have stood in a situation that I didn't need to be in. That's true. And I did step out of my feminine side because the nigga was being like that, taking the role of a woman. You know,
What was he doing?
Yeah.
The nigga.
feeling like a woman.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he try on that bra you're wearing?
You're right. The nigga.
Like, what did he like what did he do? Did he say,
Yeah.
is this really cute? I don't know.
Yeah, I need real world examples.
Mad at shit. Usually women would get upset at
what?
no self-control.
You're not
no
saying nothing. You
self-discipline,
gotta tell us.
like-
I need specific.
Get mad. Word.
I need specific examples.
I get mad
Like
because I hit my
women act
tone.
like women. Men are not supposed to act like
No, but
women. That's it.
what are you
Like,
doing that's making him get mad?
What did he get mad at?
It's not like that. Like men get mad. All right, social media. Let's say social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if a woman is posting their body on social media,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna get mad?
He should. Listen, if a man cares about you, he's
Yeah,
not
she's
going to
supposed
want
to.
what it is being displayed for
the world.
That's a man
Right.
caring about you.
No, this is what I'm saying. But if a nigga does it and I get mad, it's different.
No, I wouldn't want no nigga on Instagram with his shirt out.
you
That
mean?
nigga, that's my choice.
Well, he got his shirt up?
Go ahead, Lola.
Okay, did she just compare men and women showing their bodies? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
like when we go to the beach.
Yeah, she's slow. She's slow.
You don't need a top when you at the beach. You can do just like we do.
It's official. She's slow.
She's slow.
Go put your shirt on.
Right.
I don't do double standards, me personally.
So if a man feels like he can have control over certain stuff that he feels like a woman can't get mad at, then I'm gonna act like a nigga and I'm gonna act just like you.
You don't act like a nigga, you just leave. You should
True.
never let a
I'm not. I
man-
mean, I'm not saying that like right now I would do that, but I have
See,
done
this
it
is the
before.
type of
Though.
woman
I
I'm
have done
talking
it before.
about.
I have
And
put
going
myself in a
to
man's
get
shoes
even,
just to
bro.
show, prove a point. Basically, like I'm gonna
No
act like
character.
you. And
So
that's it.
he
how far do I know women will at times go to the ends of the earth to prove a point. But like, what's the Lola? I will ask you, since you're the woman up here, what is that fine line between you doing that woman mode and you're going to prove a point and actually going against your own morals and boundaries of what you have set for yourself to prove that point? What's that fine line?
Okay. If you're trying to prove a point to somebody you respect, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to prove a point to a motherfucker that you wouldn't shit on if they was on fire, like, are we talking about a relationship or we talking about open warfare? Like, what are we talking about? So when she say, I'm gonna act like a man to prove a point. Well, one, she hasn't even defined what acting like a man is on a woman. Like, they asked her 3 times, give us an example from your life, from what you're talking about, and she just act like she didn't hear him, but she heard the other question. It's like, no, that proving a point. For instance, I've proven points on these panels, and the only point that I've ever proven is that just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I'm overly consumed with how I look and getting pretty attention. I might be pretty, but I'm not consumed with getting pretty attention. I'm more than just my prettiness. I'm more than just what you might even see. That's the point that I'm making, but I'm making that point to people that I feel the need to talk to. People I feel the need that I respect their opinions, their thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not up here on well, okay, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not up here fucking around with, you know, the prince and the president talking about let me prove a point to this nigga. Like, no. I don't give two fucks about proving a point either way to you know who. No.
Right.
You ain't my president. None of that. Okay? Like, I don't care.
And that's why I said Lola don't count, because the number one thing is her mind is completely different. Lola is more logical than majority of these niggas on this YouTube, bro. And it's not even close. So that's why she don't.
It's a couple women I could say that about. It's a couple.
I only know 3 women I could say that. What's her name? That I could say, yeah, they're more logical than the majority of the men on here, and that's a terrible thing. That's not a good thing.
Well, I don't look at this terrible. No. See, truth again. You know, I don't get all into like the whole sex part of it, but like, there are some things that I do believe is interchangeable. Like, yes, like I do know, like my mother, updated women definitely who are logical women. They make logical.
More logical?
No, listen.
That was my thing.
That's what I said. Well, okay. My whole thing is like the way I guess maybe worded. Maybe the way I received it and the way you was wording it is like, there are times men we can be emotional. Does that mean that we're the emotional ones? No, it just means that all of us, like as humans, like there are times where depending on that circumstance, that's why do you think us as men say our woman should be of what? Good counsel. You're not going to go to an illogical woman for good counsel. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when you go to her for good counsel, she's using logic at that moment to help counsel the moment with you, which means she does encompass that. What you're doing is you're actually dropping your guard and being vulnerable to go to your woman for counsel. Because most men, you know, as we know, now I have to do everything on my own, and then we put too much on our shoulders.
Agreed.
Because we don't have that balance is all I'm saying. I always will speak of balance. And whatever that balance is in your particular relationship is how it weighs out. If it's a 50-50, okay. If it's a 70-30 and it weighs out for you all, okay. As long as that 30 is being pulled and that's all that's required, or that 70, whatever it is. But as long as there's that balance, so one doesn't get burnt out. That's all.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. That's why I ask people to listen exactly attentively what I say. And I use words, and words are important. That's why I said more. She's more logical. Not she's logical, of course. Can women be logical? Yes. That's life. More logical, that's something different. That's on another level. And shout out to her dad for providing with that. That speaks to her greatness. That is not the norm. Majority of women aren't more logical than men. Not even most of them. Like, it's not even close. But that's why I said that's why a majority of men on here, when they have conversations with Lola, she tears their ass up, because she's just she's just there on a daggone level where her mind is just supersedes them. And that says something about them. It does. Because they seem to think that they are. And that's where delusional parent comes in. So that's why I don't never include Lola, because she's not the norm. She was raised by her father. That's not the norm. She's a logical thinker. She makes sound decisions. She reasons. That's not normal for a woman to do. A woman changes with her emotions daily.
That is something I've noticed as well. Let's keep going.
He was showing himself off on social media, and you was mad.
And no, I was just using as an example, because there's multiple examples I could bring up, but
I just like when women say that, because these are the same women who be wanting men to express their feelings more and be more in tune with their, emotions. And then when he expresses his emotion, like, yo, I really don't like you being provocative on social media. He acting like a female. He acting like this is
It's selective.
Yeah, this
No.
is
I'm
about
fine
gosh,
with
I
that as long as
hate
you're
that,
not
yo.
doing the same thing. Because men expect shit out of women that they don't want.
That don't
women
mean
to
you turn
complain
into
about.
a nigga. You don't turn into a man. You don't get masculine because of that.
But men change how they act with women when women start taking control over shit. And it's actually sad that you have to do that to get something out of it.
I just feel like men play too much mind games. Like that's why I say
That shit work both
But
ways.
women do the same thing.
That's
I
a
can give
fact.
you a great example. My whole ass cousin. Let's start.
Oh, shut up the whole
She
ass
had a
cousin.
good. She a whole ass cousin. She had a good man.
What's her name?
Good, Jaquel. Bitch, I don't like you. She had a good man. Good man, right? She left this good man for her coworker. Lied to the coworker.
Not
Told the coworker, yeah. Lied to the coworker. Told the coworker she was going through a divorce. Got with the coworker. Fucked his brother.
Wait,
when I seen her husband,
Sounds about right.
the emotional damage that she did to her husband.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no.
Her husband's far from pussy, but he did love her. And she broke him down emotionally, doing shit that she had no business doing. She's not never gonna find another nigga like that. Women play the same games. And I always tell my male friends, because I'm the type, I'm not with the sisterhood shit. I don't got no sisters. I'm not with the sisterhood. I believe in taking accountability. A woman who can run game is way worse than a man, because when women do shit,
100.
oftentimes there's no accountability
Second time, man.
and there's no consequences. But when a man does something dumb, they got to bear the brunt of it, especially from a financial aspect. When women play games, it's way worse. And that is the reason why a lot of men are emotionally unavailable, because they probably up to a woman.
Where you say you feel like women don't take as much accountability?
Bitches don't take accountability for nothing.
You ain't even take accountability.
Women don't take
Blame the
accountability
nigga
for nothing.
women cheating.
I didn't blame. I said before that's what I would have did. I would definitely not do that now. But I'm saying it's part of the reason why women would probably think
But
that.
that's not taking accountability if you finding a butt in
No,
your,
it's not. It's wrong. Period. I'm just saying I
that's
would
what
never
you
do it now
lead
though.
with that shit.
But I didn't, expect you to say like women would.
Women don't take accountability. Majority of women don't take accountability for shit that they do. I lost a homegirl because I held her accountable for something and she thought I was gonna coddle her. And I let that friendship go. I'm not
for what she was doing to her.
Hey. I literally lost a friendship too because I held a chick accountable. Shorty come telling her children, don't get me wrong, her baby father was on some, he was on some snarky stuff and it was irritating. I get it. You see what I'm saying? I got baby father. However, no matter what that man do, you chose him to be that child father. And what you don't get to do is come back after the fact and say to that child, your father don't love you and I don't want you thinking that his love is the right kind of love. Bitch, it's too late for that. Even if what you saying is the truth. Live with it. Die with it. You don't get to tell that child that their other parent don't love them, because that other parent can turn around and say that about you. And now that child is in the middle all fucked up because of y'all two niggas. Like, listen, no. I lost a friendship because I told my friend, yo, don't do that to your daughter. Yo, nobody can tell you your father don't love you and he left you when you were 16 years old. Like, don't you ever do that to that child like that. Don't do that. That's not right. And I didn't say, listen, fuck you, I'm not your friend. I just told her, look, if I care about you, I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at. I'm gonna tell you where, like, you jumping off the deep end. And truth be told, I have to live by that same standard that I'm telling her. Like, it's not so much about your baby father. It's about respect that you got parents just like your children got parents. And what you don't want nobody to do to you when it comes to your parents, don't do that to your children. Respect the fact that these are individuals. These are not your property. They're individuals. And she was like, yo, she ain't fucking with me because I told her that. And instead of her saying, Lola, you hurt my feelings by saying that because I feel like you don't really know what I've been through with this guy. And can you explain to me why you spoke to me that way? I would have told her, let me tell you something. I lived under certain things similar when I was a child, and it scarred all six of us. And I would never see a woman even coming close to what happened to me and my siblings and not say nothing. So it's not about you personally, because I do love you. But I know what I've been through, and I'm here. When I see it, I want to stomp it out. That's just me on some personal shit. I'm not saying you bad as a mother, but we all have done dumb shit as parents. We all have. But see, she was like, nah, ain't nobody about to tell me what I can't do as a mother and what's wrong with instead of taking good counsel. You see what I'm saying? So that's what the girl in white shirt is saying. You will lose friends if you just tell somebody, hey, that's the wrong way to do it because ... versus them saying to you, okay, I might not like it, but I just don't want to do it and still stay friends. No, these chicks will totally unfriend you if you tell them anything. So when I open my mouth, I literally be ready to lose all bit of friendship. Same thing with another I lost on the same shit. She's sleeping around with all sorts of niggas. And I'm telling her, yo, I want marriage for you. You ain't never going to get married if every single dude you go on a date with, you having sex with. Not every single one. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're not going to be able to get married. So she act like, listen, you can't tell me nothing because I take care of my kids and I help you with yours. And I'm like, bitch, what the fuck that got to do with the price of tea in China? Like, I'm telling you, don't. Like, so that friendship ended. And I'm talking about years worth of friendship with these females. So what the girl in the white shirt saying is true.
My bad. All right, let's keep on going.
Yes. You was cheating on him first.
Right.
So let's not forget what you did 2-3 years ago. Now that he done did something, now you want to be all distraught and crying. But let's not forget what you was doing back in 2020.
99 to 2000.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wrong is right. I held him accountable, but if I'm your friend, I have to tell you when you're wrong too. Me being a friend does not mean that I'm supposed to just take your side. No, if I'm friends with somebody, I want you to call me on my shit. Because you calling me on my shit is going to allow me to grow as a person. And if you're my friend, you should want to see that growth. So I cut that bitch off.
Right.
And then women love to say when men were cheating and stuff.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was saying she's right on the money. And that's what I tell people all the time. If you want me to love you, I will love you. If you want me to be your friend, I will be your friend. If you want me as your brother, I will be your brother. But you have to understand, if you do not understand what those three things are, you might have a hard time with me because I'm going to authentically love you. I'm going to be an authentic and thorough friend and brother to you. Which means when you are wrong, I am going to tell you. There is no when you're right, I'm with you. When you're wrong, I'm with you. No. When you're right, I'm with you. When you're wrong, I'm going to tell you. I will never enable who you are. And I will always tell you the truth, whether you dislike it, whether it hurts you or not. You will never say I didn't love you, and you will never tell me that I lied to you. If you can accept that, we can walk this thing out. If you can't, you probably need to not come this way.
My bad, John. My screen went out for a second. Sorry about that. I couldn't push play.
It's like that. Why don't you just break up with him? Like, you know what I mean? You should. Why don't you break up with her? Why don't you just break up? Why are you playing with her heart? So now that women are in the same position now, y'all cheating even more than, according to the data, y'all cheat more than men. Why y'all just don't break up with the nigga instead of going around?
Now, Lola, he did say according to the data. Now, I know that you say that can be you, but he did say according to the data is what he's saying, Lola. So apparently that's where he gets his information from when it comes to this particular part of it.
Yeah, we had researched and did stats and numbers. We found out that women actually cheat more than men, and it's on the inverse. It's like a 51-49. So that's what it is. And the only reason why it's probably not a larger gap because honestly, women, you won't know a woman cheat until she wants you to know that she cheated. Because we always look at them like how we're doing it now. They just don't give their pussy up to anybody. They're discretional. They take care of themselves. They're always clean. They think about who they sleep with. All these. We still got this mindset of who women are, and this is why guys are failing. I do not put the most dangerous thing on this planet is a woman. And it has been proven through the existence of time. A woman has brought down nations, time and time again. A woman has brought down indestructible men time and time again.
Lola, why do you keep destroying us? Why do y'all
F with a woman?
Well, listen. You got to remember the nature and the energy of the feminine. The feminine, in its at its absolute, right? Feminine is undifferentiated, so it is the potential of all things. What you got to do with the potential of all things? Absolutely nothing. So, like for instance, the way women fight, right, in martial arts versus the way men fight in martial arts, and let's say boxing and stuff like that, right? Part of the reason why women tend to win in those instances, right, is because they fight from a position of any and all styles all at once. You never really know what's coming because you can't predict what they fitting to do. With men, you can predict if they stand in a boxing style, typically they gonna box you. If they ready to do some kickboxing, they gonna hit you with the leg. But with women, their superpower is you never see them coming. That's their superpower. So it's by extension, okay, our nature is that's how we survive, by not being, let's say, by not telegraphing what we've been. That's just because we small in stature, we can do less. We working with less in terms of physical strength. I mean, it's just a lot. And two, it takes more to survive for a woman than it does for a man. Like a man in a while, a man taking care of a family is a liability. Period. Like, let's be clear about that. That is not to his benefit. And that's the reality that's always in the background of everything we do. Like I always tell people, if anything come down from that sky, you're gonna be looking at a different world. And the world that we was born into at the beginning is the world you finna go back to. And in that world, if you got 4 children, 3 of them finna pass away before the age of 2 from disease, because technology is been reset. Like, come on now, we know what it is, but we forget. And so the way women destroy the world, they destroy the world because truly they think that there's a savior somewhere. Like, truly they think there's and not to knock like women in religion, right? But sometimes women in religion, they can overdo the whole savior complex thing. Like, yes, Jesus is a savior in different senses, right? But Jesus isn't going to save you from your bad decision. That's not how that works. But some women, they will take the Bible as saying, no matter what you do, you is good. You deserve everything God can possibly give you, no matter what you do. Like, I never seen men actually, I've seen men do some foul shit, but I ain't never seen them take that position.
Right.
So that's how we destroy the world, because of our superpower that we don't know how to rein in.
So over here on the IG side, salute. So Zay says, and that's what makes them so dangerous. Basically, is what he's saying is it's all mental health with women.
You said mental health?
Yeah, he said it's mental health that makes y'all so dangerous.
No, it's I would say this, and I'll agree with maybe mental delusion on the part of men, for instance, right? Like it's not so much that women are deranged, it's that men don't want to accept the fact that just because a chick is pretty and she looks dainty don't mean that mouth is dainty. Just because a woman look like she's straight from the hood don't mean she not feminine and not the one that's gonna cook you a plate and make sure she take you to the hospital even if she got limp your ass. Like, that's not what that means. So it's like, that's the mental issue right there. Like, why do we assume chicks like Shorty with the tits out, she's feminine because she wears, feminine like type clothing, because she's small built. Why do we think she's feminine for what feminine really is? Like you said earlier, feminine is kind, it's respectful, it's soft spoken, it's soft power. You see what I'm saying? Why would we think this woman is feminine? There's nothing feminine about her. Like what is it? I remember when I used to watch the cartoons with the women superheroes, right? They always used to have on skimpy clothes that my mother would never allow us to wear, but they was always perceived as being like real masculine, but they always look the most feminine. But they the most masculine things on the planet. I'm just saying.
Let's get back to it. We got about 10 more minutes. No, about 5 more minutes or so. Let's go.
I'm messing with another nigga getting emotional.
They gotta get their get back. They gotta get their get back.
There's no get back. They doing it because they bored. Like,
you could get your get back and end up getting pregnant. Then you look like a dumbass.
This is what I hear from other women with the emotional stability, and they can't get blah, blah, blah. I never put myself in that position, but I'm just saying, like, I've stood with somebody that has cheated, but I never went with the tit for tat. Yeah, I know that don't do nothing. Like, at the end of the day,
my thing is when women cheating, they cheating for emotional stability, like you said. That's relationship ending, like, reason to cheat. You feel me? A man cheat just cause, but he still want his home. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like
might be a lack of sex. He not getting, she not doing certain things for him. Like,
right.
We just had that post with Shorty not giving a man, had like, those are reasons a man might cheat. Like, is that justifiable? No. But the same reason you want to say, well, they was emotionally detached and, the emotional stability. Like, why are we having these excuses now
right
for women when they
Now, this is where I'm going to have to call cap on homie right here. First of all, marriage is an institution. And beyond it being an institution, it's an institution that is motivated by people's religious leaning. You do not get married for sexual gratification. You get married, one, because it's your spiritual duty, and you make a promise to God first. Whether or not the woman plays her part or not, you making a promise to God first, and then to the state on top of that, right? That you're gonna abide by the rules of said relationship. That's what you're doing, and then you're making a promise to her to do da 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 da. So when he says, well, a man cheat because he's not getting enough sex. Since when has that been justification to basically renege on your promise to God of all things? Since when? That's not seriously. So it's like you can look at women and say, well, emotionally, they're cheating because they're talking to a guy a little bit more than me, and that's emotional cheating. But technically speaking, unless you then cross that barrier of sexual interaction, like if you married, sir, no, that's not you. What you're not going to do is put those things on the same level. And see, here's the thing: if you wanted to live with a woman and take care of kids that you put up in her, you don't need to marry her to do that. You don't. You really don't. But you married her for a reason. Now, if that reason is worth more to you than sex, because when you go into a relationship, there's going to be times where y'all might not have sex. It's going to be times y'all going to have down periods. It's times where it's not going to be hitting on anything. You know that going in. So what the fuck do you mean? Well, I cheated because I wasn't getting enough sex. I know some men saying they cheated because they wasn't getting any sex. But none of that makes any sense when it comes to the reasons why people get married in the first place. And this is what I'm saying. People that talk like that, you should be single. And you should be on child support. And you should be single. Because you don't understand what marriage is from a religious standpoint or a social standpoint. Mm-hmm. Like, why in the world is your sexual gratification? First of all, if you knew you was going to owe the federal government $30,000 if you reneged on a promise you made to them, most people ain't fucking to renege on that shit. Or put $30,000. But then you going to sit and renege on God on some sex shit? Yep. When you could beat your dick? Like, beat your meat. Come on.
Because they don't care about God. But that's why I was saying, I totally agree with you, sis. We need something that governs and say, you cheat on your wife, it ain't just if she divorced you, you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay to start.
Fine. Yeah, I don't really you know me and my position on a lot of this stuff. If y'all have heard me talk enough, which I'm sure you all have. Look, whatever's going on in the relationship before any of that takes place, thorough communication always has to be had. But I don't know. What's you guys' final thoughts on this? Because I got to get ready to get my day started.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Smitty, for another great show. As always,
participating.
Appreciate the the dialogue, the conversation, the exchange of information. For those who come and see the show, please like, subscribe, share, support, and comment. If you can be so kind to support, here's his Cash App. It will be greatly appreciated. As far as the opening question, it has been proven through society, through life, and through data that yes, women cheat more than men. It's not on a alarming scale of a lot more, and it's just because they have more opportunities of cheating. Because women can get way more ping than men can get coach. As far as the conversation about masculinity and femininity, we have a problem with words and definition. Majority of the men on here lack masculinity, and majority of the women lack femininity. The overwhelming problem is men aren't men, and we expect women to be women as well as women to be men, but we can't even do a job of being who we are as men, as husbands, as fathers, as brothers, as sons, as uncles, as nephews. We can't even do what we're supposed to do. And we claim to be leaders. But for some reason, we defer leadership to the woman. We always say, what aboutism? What about the woman? Why she can't think, talk, reason, understand, logically discern like a man. Dummy, she's not a man. And nor would I want a man. I don't want a man, I want a woman. I have a woman. And I'm glad she doesn't think like me. Glad she doesn't reason like me. Nor do I expect her to. That's my role, that's my leadership. That's the reason why we fit each other like a puzzle. And the reason why, as of right now, through God, we have been continuously successful in the way that we're going. And as long as we stay focused on Him, like Lola said, as long as I'm submitted to my Father through Christ and do what He say, I will always provide the example for my woman to follow Christ and be obedient to my leadership and my governance of our household.
That's what's up.
Salute to you, salute to Lola. Y'all have a great day. Look to see y'all in other chats. Peace.
All right, now. Lola, we got the final words before we get up out of here.
Okay. that was real right there. I wholeheartedly agree with you. At the end of the day, he's talking about real manhood and leadership. And the only way that you get to being real man and in a position of leadership is if you truly understand what the definition of manhood is. And it is not beta or alpha, none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'll say just in closing, everybody with their mouth open ain't saying anything. You see what I'm saying? And I think people need to really recognize that. For instance, a lot of people say ain't shit in Baltimore. You see what I'm saying? They say the women are trash, they masculine, they big, the people got a lot of shit to say about women in Baltimore. And to some degree, maybe it might be true, right? But at the end of the day, Truth got himself a good wife, right? In the heart of what we call, the murder capital out here. You see what I'm saying? I'm from it. You feel me? Like it's a lot of you from out here. Like there's a lot of gems out here, but the thing is, no matter what people are complaining about, no matter how much you might see trash out there, keep in mind, everything out there ain't trash. It's really not. Everything out there. But if all you can see and or attract and or dig up is trash, at some point, and I'm not saying it initially, but at some point you have to do some self circumvention, because I had that problem. I felt like, why do I keep getting guys that seem like they good to go, and then after so many years they do some old wild shit that I could never see coming? Like what's going on in me when it comes? And then I had to realize that what I accepted in the beginning of my relationships was the progenitor of everything that happened throughout the relationship. And even though I had good intentions and I never cheated, never lied, that didn't save me from dealing with bad decisions. Just because I was a good person, making bad decisions, trying to quote unquote love people past their bullshit. Like, no, I had to get my ass kicked a few times in this game of love. And I was a good person, which is why I was so frustrated. Because I'm like, everywhere I go. Yeah. But it wasn't that. Yeah. It was the fact that I had to learn a deeper lesson about me and how I was coming in. And when I learned that, I started focusing on me and not the trash outside. And next thing you know, I found something that, I mean, is by far ain't trash, okay? Like, and if it is, it's the cleanest trash I ever seen. But
that's what I'm talking about.
But this is everybody's plight. And I'm not saying that it's not frustrating when you really want to be in a relationship, and every time you go on a date, a chick got her phone out, or she got bat wings on her eyes, or whatever. But here's the thing: if you take a chick out on a date with bat wings on her eyes, I know damn well she had them shits on her eyes when you met her. Right. So, like, listen, don't play yourself.
I say that all the time. Like, yo, like it ain't just pop up generally. Like, it wasn't nothing you saw anytime at all.
Anytime. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you know, but you be making concessions and whatnot. And I mean, it's gonna come back to bite you, no matter if you 6'6" or if you thick. Okay. Like, it's gonna come back to bite you. Being a good person ain't gonna save you from being stupid,
from being hurt, and from being dumb and hurt. That is a fact, absolute fact. Jeez Louise.
And I'll say this too. At the end of the day, look at it this way: you're gonna have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. So yes, you're gonna meet some people that you're gonna really like. And then through time, you're going to realize the things that God knew that you didn't know, for the reasons why God wouldn't allow you to stay there. And even if you get married to somebody that wasn't for you, like the sister said, you know, the guy got cheated on and da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, God could have left you with that cheating person. You could have never found out the hard way, probably. Like when you come home and find out you got something you can't get rid of. It's gonna hurt, sure, but at the end of the day, be grateful for the lesson, because love is not it's not a thing. It's a journey, like the actual journey, not even the end result. It's the journey that you're experiencing in terms of love. And love don't love you. Love is here to teach you. That's it. So
I appreciate you always, fam. Thank you for stopping through. You always so yeah, we gonna get ready to get on up out of chair. And I'm gonna go ahead and send this off proper. So let me just do it like this. Bow. And everybody have a beautiful day. Respect to you all.
Now what you in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Oh, you running out of time, huh? But time ain't even real. You really need to what you in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? But time ain't even real. You really need to change. But time ain't even real. You really need to change. But time ain't even real. You really need to change. But time ain't even real. You really need to change. It's all an illusion. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Now what you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you running out of time, huh? But time ain't even real. You really need to change. But time ain't even real. Doctor. What you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. What you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. What you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you're running out of time. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. Time ain't even real. You really need to change. It's all an illusion. Now what you in a rush for? What you trying to meet your maker, darling? Oh, you running out of time. But time ain't even real. You really need to know what you in a rush for. Trying to meet your maker, darling. What you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. What you in a rush for? Trying to meet your maker, darling. Oh, you're running out of time.